by. Gotta choose someone, so it must be her. She been here since day one. I guess I'm gonna have to call her back.
What's up YouTube, it's Zariah aka Bride Miani, and welcome back to my channel, period. Alright y'all, this is a more not serious but kind of serious sit down video. I decided that I wanted to do a updated Q&A because I know that I have a lot of new people on my page, on my platform, so I wanted to say hey to y'all and properly introduce myself because I have not done a Q&A since I literally started my channel. So I'm like, it's only right that I do one now since I'm a totally different person from when I started, and I've been going through so many changes and like trials, tribulations, and I have so many different testimonies now that I need to share. So with that being said, before we get deeper into today's video, don't forget to leave a like, a comment down below. Make sure you share with a friend that you think will also enjoy the channel, and if you want to stick around, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on my post notifications so that you never miss when I upload a video. It's been a couple of things going on, not like bad or anything, but I've just been focusing on school more, and I've been going to church a lot more, doing Bible study, getting into my word, and actually implementing the things that God wants me to implement into my life so that I can become a better person, a better woman, just overall just better in every aspect of my life. I want to upload this before I upload my homecoming vlog, just to like I said, update y'all, give y'all a Q&A, and to just clarify some things. So we're gonna start from the beginning. Okay, first things first, if this is your first time seeing me, or just if you don't know, my name is Zariah, but I go by Raya Miani. That is just a combination of part of my first name and my middle name. So instead of just Zariah Miani, I went by Raya Miani. I feel like it got a bit of ring to it, and I just like the way it goes because it's easier for people to just say Raya, and I like when people call me Raya. So that's my name. I am 21 years old. I am an October baby. I was born October 13th, so my birthday is right around the corner. I am from the east side of Atlanta, Decatur, Zone 6, however you want to call it. That is where I'm from. That is where I grew up, and that is where I lived for literally my whole life until I started going to college. Now, when I first started my college journey, I took it upon myself to go to Savannah State University, and my experience didn't go as well as other people's experiences. Some life-changing things happened to me that like I felt like I wasn't safe down there, and I just felt like I didn't belong, and I really didn't know what I wanted to do with my major, with my career, or like what was going on with my life. So like I said, never to bash the school. I met some really cool people down there that I still talk to this day. Savannah just wasn't a place for me, and I had to take it upon myself to break out of my comfort zone and do something that I never thought that I would do. And I dropped out of college literally within my first semester of my freshman year because like I said, I didn't feel safe. I felt very depressed, unmotivated, like stuff was just not going well for me. So my dad literally came, and my mom, and they packed me up and they brought me right back home because my parents are super supportive of me and my decisions. So I'm very grateful for that. I'm always very grateful for that. I took a whole year off, a whole year and a semester to be exact if I remember, and I did nothing but work and post on YouTube. That is when I learned my channel, my algorithm, my analytics the most, because I literally put all of my time in just learning so much stuff about YouTube. That is where I learned all of my information, and that is where I'm grateful for that time that I had off because I was not in the best mental state yet. However, I was way better than what I was at Savannah. So time passes on, time moves forward. You can actually follow this entire journey on my YouTube channel if you go look at my older videos. I started my YouTube channel my senior year of high school. I did not post when I went to Savannah because my phone stopped working. I couldn't record. However, once I did start back recording, that's when I was working. That's when I was catering to YouTube more, and you can literally follow this whole journey. That's why I post YouTube videos, because you can see what I've gone through over the last years, how I've been changing as a person, and literally what makes me me. So if you want to go back and watch, you are more than welcome to. Now, like I said, fast forward, I discovered that Kennesaw was really where I belonged. Growing up, over the years, my dad will always come up here because he likes to play golf. That's his thing. So I was very familiar with the Kennesaw area already, and I know that like it was a lot of people that I went to school with that came to Kennesaw, but my whole reasoning was because I felt like once I visited the campus and had a tour and got to know what was going on, I felt like it was so many opportunities up here for me. Everybody was so welcoming. I had people that I knew. I was coming with my cousin. It just felt right to me. Like Kennesaw was my place, and I made it my place because I absolutely love it up here still to this day. All right, let's fast forward into some more time. I came and I finally moved up to Kennesaw. When I first started going here, I didn't live here whatsoever. I was a commuter student, so I was literally driving from Decatur to Kennesaw every other day, making a 50 minutes, sometimes an hour plus drive through traffic to get to school, because that's how determined I was and I had to do what I had to do. So once I actually finally got the opportunity and my dad said that I could move up here, I was so excited because I literally love the area. I love being up here. I love this school. Y'all know, blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna keep talking our head off how much I love it up here because I literally love it up here, like real bad. Finally moved up here, met a couple of different people, like experienced different friend groups, and now at this point I'm trying to find myself, like really, because it's like, yes, I've always been like comfortable with myself, but I was in different head spaces after what I went through at Savannah State. I was in different head spaces after like things that I went through at home, or like, not to like bash anybody, but I just wasn't in the right state of mind. Didn't really know what I truly wanted to do, but I thought that I did. But that's the thing, a part of college, just like you can literally come in here thinking that, oh yeah, this gonna be my major, and God has another plan for you that you don't even realize. So that's literally what happened to me. I came in here first, I was a interactive design major. I'm like, okay, this is different, this is cool. But once I actually saw what it was, I'm like, yeah, no, this is not for me. So I'm like, let me go back to what I know. So at Savannah State, I was a business major. So I went back to that. But then once I started getting into the classes, I started getting discouraged because, y'all, math is not my subject. We're going to be very open and honest in this video. Math is not my subject. And I was struggling with the math classes that I had to take. And I was just like on the verge of almost giving up again and being like, I can't do this. But I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. I prayed about it. And I'm like, let me just change my major again and do something that is actually what I enjoy doing, what I'm comfortable doing, and something that's like not necessarily easy. Like my major is challenging to me, but it's not a foreign language to me. It's like I understand that this challenge is helping me grow and is going to better prepare me for my career once I graduate, if that makes sense. So I changed my major to public relations, and I'm having to concentrate in graphics, design, social media, stuff like that, because I want to be a social media marketing manager, and that is what I'm going to do. So I am getting the skills and doing what I need to do to accomplish that degree. And I've also gotten into the pharmaceutical industry. So now I am making sure I set myself up for success and actually doing things that I find intriguing, that I enjoy, and that I'm actually good at doing. So yeah, 2024, I moved up to Kennesaw. I met the people that I met. I was exploring different options. I was really getting into stuff and doing stuff I ain't had no business doing. But hey, that's a part of growing up. That's a part of being young, naive, and a kid, and really finding yourself. You gotta make mistakes and you gotta do stuff in order to learn and to like grow as a person. I feel as though, because that's literally what helps you on your journey. So yeah, didn't do anything completely bad, but a couple of things did happen. I had originally had a Volkswagen Beetle. Y'all know about that. That was my baby. That was my car. She was yellow. She was so girly and cute, and I literally, like, everybody knew that that was me. That was my girl. So an incident happened where on campus somebody keyed my car, and I was really upset about it, and I just felt like it was certain people that I didn't need to go around anymore. It was certain places I didn't need to go anymore. So I was just like, I kept it in mind that I was like particular about certain things. My dad gifted me for Christmas. He allowed me to wrap my car and change the color. So she went from yellow to black. Her name went from Bill to Black Widow. And I literally had customized it, had decorated, had did all of this stuff to it. And then y'all, let's fast forward to 2025. I gotta give y'all a little backstory before we actually get into the car stuff. I set upon myself, I'm like, okay, I done got up here, I done got comfortable with the area, I done met a couple of people. Now I need to lock in and do what I gotta do. 2025, I literally started this journal. So you can see that at the beginning of the journal I put 2025, and I'm not going to show y'all exactly what's in it, but I have my thoughts, my reflections, my affirmations, goals, prayers, and different stuff that I write down just for healing. I literally will write any and everything that I learn within this journal. So I set up literally a long list of goals. I made this on January 2nd, and I was like, speak these into your life, pray over them, and do what you have to do to make them come to life. I'm a firm believer that we have to pray and we have to trust. Always put your trust in God, but you also have to meet him halfway, and you have to do what you need to do so that he can properly set you up for the blessings that he has in store for you. So that's what I did. I started watching church services. I started reading my Bible more. I started writing devotionals and journal prompts and healing past traumas, healing childhood traumas, literally just writing, just like I'm literally flipping through the pages, just writing down literally everything, all of my prayers, like asking God for forgiveness, asking God to come into my heart, asking God for clarity, just learning how to pray the proper way. Like, I grew up in the church setting. I have family members who are very, very religious, so I've always known God. However, I had to take it upon myself to develop a personal relationship with him and to do what I needed to do to stop repeating certain cycles, to stop going around the wrong people, to stop going down the wrong path. I wasn't necessarily like doing nothing bad with my life, but I was making dumb decisions. I was definitely making dumb decisions. Like, ooh, my bad, I just kicked y'all. Hold on. I was definitely making dumb decisions and doing stuff that I had no business doing, and just being young and naive. And now that I look back at it, I'm like, girl, what made you do that? Like, what were you thinking? That happened. Spring semester 2025 came. And since y'all know, this is my first time living up here actually in Kennesaw, y'all, I didn't know that it got that cold. I had no clue. Yeah, I know that we up near the mountains, but baby, when I tell y'all, I'm not used to it being that cold and windy at the same time. And y'all, it snowed. That's when our school literally went viral, because Kennesaw was covered in snow. So because of this, at the time, my seasonal depression was at the worst that it had ever been, because it's cold. I don't want to leave the house. I don't want to walk to class. I'm literally fighting against the wind, fighting for my life. It literally got to the point where, I'm not gonna lie, I stopped going to class. I was still doing my work online, but on campus did not see me because I did not want to leave the house. And then this is where it came about, where I got into a relationship. Y'all, I got into this relationship. I thought I had found the love of my life. I was just so head over heels, so in love, so this, so that, wasn't listening to nobody. Like, literally couldn't nobody tell me nothing. And I wasn't gonna let nobody tell me nothing, because that's how young and dumb and naive that I was being. Like, I was ignoring the red flags. I was ignoring the signs from God. I got cheated on and just all of this stuff. It's like, not to bash that person, but the relationship just was not good. It wasn't healthy. It wasn't working out the way that it should have worked out, because I was not listening to myself. I was not taking heed of the signs that God was showing me. And I also was just like being dumb. Love can literally put a shield over your face and like make you not realize stuff that you really need to realize. And then after the fact, like I said, it's love for that person. I forgave him, of course, because it just wasn't meant to be. It didn't work out. But so many people after the fact were telling me like, oh yeah, like I didn't think that person was good for you, or like I was trying to tell you this and I was trying to tell you that, and y'all, I was not listening. And I can sit here and admit that I was not listening. I was not trying to hear none of that. But that's just something that I really had to learn for myself. And like, once it came to the end of that relationship and I realized how much I lost myself, how much I like stopped focusing on the things that I really wanted to focus on. I stopped posting on YouTube. I disappeared from social media. I stopped talking to certain people. I literally was just in the house, not doing nothing, had no motivation, just drained, could look in the mirror and didn't even recognize myself, because that's how much I just let myself go and did not care. I literally didn't care, because I could not see what was going on until the blindfold was lifted off of me. And then I look back and I'm like, girl, like, what are you doing? Like, wake up. Like, why were you going for that? Who let you go for that?
Y'all be weak in the knees. Stand up. Stand up.
Never in a million years would somebody like the person that I used to be at a point in time would go for that. Like, how dare you? So once I finally came to that realization and I made that breakthrough, I prayed a prayer to God to literally come into my heart, do whatever you have to do to change me, to convict me, to break me, so that I no longer repeat these cycles, so that I no longer fall back into that place of depression, into that place of sadness. Allow me to do what I need to do to represent you in the best way I can, to find myself again, to find my passion, to love myself and to love others. I literally was just praying. I was crying. Like, I was crying bad on my bed because I just got fed up, like having to cry myself to sleep every night, or feeling so alone and feeling so abandoned and just feeling like such darkness. Like, it was terrible. When I tell y'all it was terrible, like I said, we're being transparent, we're being honest. It was nights where I was literally just like taking NyQuil just so I could go to sleep, or just doing things that I had no business doing just as a distraction from my reality, instead of actually sitting there and dealing with it. We're gonna get back into the car stuff. In May of 2025, y'all know Kobe Lee, that's my little cousin that I call my little brother. He graduated from high school. So proud of him. Literally was just focused on him that month because he accomplished so many things that I didn't, and that I'm so proud of, and I will constantly brag on him because he is such an amazing kid, and I literally love it. I'm so proud of the process that he's making in his journey as well. So his graduation, made it to his graduation, okay, cool, was there, but I had such like a weird feeling throughout the month of May that like something was about to happen. I didn't know if it was going to be good or bad, but I just had something in my spirit that just felt like something was about to happen. Didn't know what it was. Then the time comes towards the end of May where his graduation party now takes place. I literally picked up my friend Nicholas, and he's a family friend. He's literally been around. Him and my dad have the same birthday, so he's cool. Like, he's been to my graduation party, I've been to his graduation party. He comes to family events every now and then, and he's my homeboy from my hometown. Like, literally, that's my dog, will always be my dog. I picked him up because he was like, yeah, I want to come to the party, you know, like celebrate Kobe. Okay, cool. We on the way to the party. I'm getting ready to turn onto the street where my destination is, and somebody comes and literally smacks the mess out of my little car and sends me over into the other lane. I thank God that it was not worse than what it was, because the feeling of the impact and the way that I felt after the fact, I just knew that the whole front of my car was gone. But by the grace of God, it wasn't, and it wasn't worse than what I thought it was. Like, I was literally just in panic and shock, was in the middle of the street crying, just like so confused. But y'all, only the right side, of course, where it got hit got smashed in. My headlight popped out, and I think just like my axle part where like my wheel, it got bent in like under the car. So you can't really tell in the picture how bad the damage is, but just know the damage was the damage. And I also got hurt. Like, I ended up having an injury in my lower back that over the summer I had to go to physical therapy for. I had to get x-rays, MRIs done. Like, I didn't think my injury was as bad as it was, but y'all, I was actually like in pain, like actually in pain. So I had to go through all of that stuff. That was stressful, that was discouraging, like having to go to appointments, and it's like I gotta catch rides and like try to figure stuff out and do what I gotta do because I was up here by myself. Like, I was determined to figure it out, but at the same time I felt like alone. I wasn't necessarily alone. Like, my parents were helping me, of course. I had Bryson, I had people that was still like checking on me, but just like myself, like internally, I felt like so discouraged and stuff like that, because y'all know I'm used to driving myself places. I'm used to having my car, and it's like now that this is gone, really helped me realize something, that like I didn't need to idolize my car as much as I did. However, I was very grateful for my car, but I definitely did idolize it way more than I should have. It helped me become more grateful for other things, like the fact that I can walk places, or the fact that I do have people that I can call on and be like, hey, can you take me here, can you take me there, and they don't have a problem with it. Like, the fact that I had people like that, it literally made me so much more grateful. But like I said, of course, I was just very sad and discouraged that I didn't have a car. I'm in this relationship, and this person is like yelling at me, tearing me down, saying that it ain't that serious, la la la, you know, like whatever it is. It is what it is, but I had to hear it. I had to go through it. I had to experience it, because like I said, it made me appreciate things much more. So now we get to where we are. This school semester starts, fall semester starts, and I'm so eager, I'm so excited, because y'all, I get to get out the house now. Like, I have a reason to leave the house. Like, I'm riding the bus to campus, I'm doing what I gotta do. I done picked my classes, I done made my schedule. My schedule is amazing. I'm starting to meet more people. Like, literally, I fell back in love with myself, with people, with the world. And of course, like, now I have that mature relationship with God, to where I'm able to pray more and just talk to him about things and repent for my sins and ask for forgiveness and forgive others and completely change and reevaluate myself, my mindset, and my habits that I do. And of course, I'm starting to hang back out with my friends. I'm hanging out with Kobe and his friends because he up here, we're going to the same school together. Like, it's exciting, it's lit. So it's like we're going to different events together, we're having fun together, still doing what we do. But then it was one last time where we went to the club and I just saw something that, like, I know other people didn't really care about, but it didn't sit right with my spirit, and it literally woke me up and made me realize that, like, I don't want to be in this type of environment and I don't want to do these things anymore because it's not good for us. Like, it was an instance where a guy had got like overly drunk, and he was literally just getting carried and they were throwing him around like he was an object, and he was unconscious and throwing up and this and that. Sorry if it's graphic, if y'all don't like that type of stuff, but I don't like that type of stuff. So just seeing that really just snapped me out of it, and I'm just looking around and it's like, it's all these different energies, it's all these different spirits. Like, it's hot in there. It's like, yeah, we would go in there and we would have fun, but I'm like, this ain't what I really want to do no more. Like, I just don't really care for it. I outgrew it. Like, we had that phase where we was going and we was having fun, and it is what it is. But I'm like, yeah, after the first week of school, like, I'm not gonna do this anymore. I have to lock in. Like, I have stuff that's really important to me that I need to focus on. Like, I want to get into YouTube, I want to focus on my relationship with God more, I want to start going to church more, I want to start doing things to feed myself and to feed into my relationships and to feed into my success and like positive things. So that was my last time going out. I stopped doing things that I used to do, and I literally told myself that, like, that's it, that's all. Time moves on. Like I said, I'm going to campus events, but I'm not going to like no big parties or clubs. I'll have like kickbacks with my close friends and stuff like that, or like go to like little small events. But going to like big clubs and stuff like that and going out and staying out really late, I had to stop all of that because I'm like, I'm sacrificing things that I don't need to be sacrificed, and I'm giving my time and energy to things that I don't no longer need to give my time and energy to. Literally stop doing all of that. And now I am so proud of myself because I can sit here and I can tell you today that I am not the same person that I was when I went to Savannah. I am not the same person that I was when I was in high school. I'm not even the same person that I was last month. God is constantly convicting me, changing me, molding me, and opening my heart and my eyes to things every single day. So of course, it's people that like aren't as close to me, it's people that used to know the old me. They don't understand and they don't know the new me. They don't understand and they don't actually know what I went through and who I am and who I'm striving to become. And that's not my problem and that's not my fault. I have no ill will, I have no bad blood or nothing against anyone, because I believe that people come into our lives for a season and a reason and a blessing, and then once that time is up, the seasons just continue to go. So people, y'all, why my camera keep overheating? Come on now, trying to get the people a message. But yeah, I don't remember what I left off, but I believe like as we grow up, like going through our 20s and just like navigating through life regardless of age or whatever, I feel as though you have to change. Like, if you still the same person that you were in high school, where's the growth? If you're still the same person that you was 6 months ago, where's the growth? Like, I applaud myself for actually applying myself and doing what I need to do to grow as a person and to change for the benefit of myself and those around me who actually have good intentions for me and who actually understand what I got going on and what I'm going through. So I'm just so grateful for that and grateful to know that, because now my content has been like, I'm so proud of my content. It has been like better than it has ever been. I don't care about numbers, I don't care about views. I've been meeting so many people like in real life that say that they're inspired by my content. I literally met a girl and I was like, can I hug you? Because she came up to me and was like, girl, your videos are the reason why I came to Kennesaw. And I'm like, that's why I post what I do. I still post my college content. My whole goal for my content and for my YouTube channel is for girls, not even necessarily girls specifically, but just for girls, for younger people, for anybody to see that you can do whatever you put your mind to. It doesn't even have to be in a religious standpoint, but of course everything I do is because of God. Like, I want to inspire people to like be unapologetically yourself, to go to school, to go to college. Because it's like, yeah, I had people that was in my family that went to college, but it's like it was certain things that I didn't know and certain things I didn't see until I got here for myself. Especially like with Kennesaw, it wasn't really a lot of videos of stuff being made. So I'm like, hey, like this is what I want to do. I want to document my journey throughout college and how I start. I don't want to be the same person that I was when I first started college. Like when I graduate, I want to be able to look back and be like, girl, like I'm proud of you. Like I'm proud of myself right now today because I'm doing what I need to do to become that person that I've always wanted to be. So it's like, if it offends anybody, oh well. Like if people see my content now and they see how much I post about God and about my walk with God and the things that I've been learning and the things that I've been studying and reading and experiencing, then if that's a problem with it, oh well. Like I really don't care because I'm speaking my truth, not doing anything harmful. I'm not doing anything disrespectful. Of course, people aren't going to understand because you aren't close enough to me. You don't know me personally to know what's going on. It's like, y'all see like celebrities on TV and people be having so much to say about their lives, or like celebrities on Instagram, but it's like, y'all don't live with them people. Y'all don't talk to them people every single day. You don't know what somebody got going on. You don't know what somebody else is going through. I never want anything that I post to come off trying to look like judgmental. Like I post quotes and I post like my notes and stuff, that things that other people have said and things that really stick out to me and things that I learned and this and that, because that's a part of my journey and that's a part of my walk, and everybody has a different walk. So if my walk doesn't look like yours, I'm not tearing down the next person's walk. Like we just don't have the same walk, and there's nothing wrong with that. So yeah, now with that being said, today I can fully, like truthfully say that I'm happy with where I'm at. I'm happy with myself. Of course, always grateful for the people and the things that God has placed into my life. I was blessed with a new car. I was blessed with the most amazing parents in the world, and I was forever speaking until I'm blue in the face, because God really delivered me the best parents that I could ever ask for, the best family members, siblings, cousins, like everything, everybody that's in my family and in my corner, my best friends, my connections that I've been making like in Christ and like in the business setting with my content and stuff like that. I've been meeting so many great people, and I just love it. Like, and I'm excited for the things that are continuing to come and for what God has in store for me in the future. Like, I just pray that he continues to open my mind and open my heart and bless me with discernment to be able to know how to navigate through different seasons and through different situations, because it is what it is. It's a part of growth. It's a part of the journey. It's a part of the walk, and I'm ready for it all. Like, I'm excited for it all, and I hope you all will stick around to continue to see my journey, to continue to see how I'm going to change and how I'm going to grow. And like I said, I sincerely appreciate every single one of y'all for texting me or coming up in person and giving me such kind words and always supporting my content and asking like, girl, like when you posting, or like what's this about, or asking me questions and checking up on me. I love and I appreciate every single one of y'all, and I always make sure that I respond and I communicate with y'all, because I am just another person. I'm literally just a girl who loves God and love talking to my camera. Like, I have no problem talking to people, giving y'all insight and giving y'all help, because we can help each other. It's certain things that some people know that I don't know, and there's certain things that I know that other people might not know. We can literally benefit from each other and just like create something beautiful. That is my story. That is my testimony. Of course, I didn't get into deep detail. If you want to see the stuff about Savannah State, you can. There's literally a whole video on my channel about that stuff. I'm going to make an updated car video, so once I get the stuff and the decorations for my new car, of course y'all know I'm gonna show y'all and give y'all a tour and talk more about that stuff. And if there's any other questions that you guys have, you can always comment them. You can always message me. I have no problem answering them. Just keep it cute, keep it classy, and keep it respectful. So yeah, with that being said, that is gonna bring us to the end of today's video. Thank you so much if you have watched to the end. Once again, don't forget to subscribe, stick around, and I hope y'all buckle up and y'all get ready for this journey, because it's gonna be a ride. And I am so grateful for all the people who are continuously in my corner and supporting what I do. I love y'all, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.
I've got one question, my Lord, my question is, are you here to